Have you ever wondered how to make your own saw at home? Well, today we're diving into a step-by-step guide to crafting your very own tool. This isn't just a fun and engaging project, it's also an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of one of the most essential tools in woodworking and construction. We'll start with the design phase, planning the type of saw we want to create based on our cutting needs. Next, we'll move on to preparing our materials. A high-quality steel blade and a hardwood handle like oak or walnut. After that, we'll go through the assembly process, from attaching the blade to the handle, clamping it in place and shaping the handle for a comfortable grip. To wrap things up, we'll apply a finish to protect and enhance the wood, and then test our new tool to ensure it's ready for action. Remember, this is a DIY project, so it's all about learning and having fun. Enjoy the process and remember, safety first. The first step in making your own saw at home is to design and prepare. This is where the magic begins, where your vision takes shape. Designing your saw is crucial, as it determines the utility and functionality of your tool. Consider what type of cutting you'll be doing. Will it be fine woodworking or perhaps more robust tasks like pruning tree branches? Each task requires a different type of saw, so plan accordingly. Now let's talk materials. The heart of the saw is the blade. You'll want to choose a high-quality steel blade for both durability and sharpness. The length and shape of your blade will depend on your design. Cutting the steel blade to the desired length and shape can be done with a hacksaw or angle grinder. Remember, this isn't a race. Take your time to ensure the blade is cut accurately and safely. Moving on to the handle. This is where your hand will be, so comfort is key. Hardwoods such as oak or walnut are excellent choices. They're strong, durable, and have a pleasing aesthetic. Cut your wood to the desired size and shape, then sand it down to achieve a comfortable grip. This isn't just about utility, it's also about creating something that feels good in your hand. Finally, let's talk about adhesion. You'll need a strong epoxy or wood glue to secure the blade into the handle. This bond is crucial for the durability and safety of your saw. Make sure you have a good slot in the handle for the blade to fit snugly. Remember, preparation is paramount. Take your time to ensure each component is ready. Each piece you prepare, the blade, the handle, the glue, they all play a vital role in the final product. Your saw is more than just a sum of its parts, it's a testament to your skill and creativity. With the blade and handle ready, we're set for the next step. But hey, let's not rush things. Good work takes time. In the next scene, we'll dive into the assembly process. Stay tuned. Now that we have our parts ready, it's time to assemble them. The first step in the assembly process is to secure the blade into the handle. For this, we'll be using epoxy or wood glue. This is a crucial step, as it ensures the blade stays firmly attached to the handle, providing us with a reliable and sturdy tool. Start by applying a generous amount of epoxy or wood glue into the slot of the handle. Be sure to cover the entire surface area for a secure bond. Once your adhesive is in place, insert the tapered end of the blade into the slot. Ensure it's a snug fit and that the blade is aligned with the handle. Now you might be wondering how to keep the blade in place while the glue sets. That's where our trusty clamps come into play. Use your clamps to hold the blade and the handle firmly. Ensure the blade is straight and centered. It's important to follow the adhesive manufacturer's instructions when it comes to the curing time. This is typically a few hours, but it could be more or less depending on the specific product you're using. While waiting for the glue to set, let's talk about the handle. It's not just about how it looks, but also how it feels in your hand. Once the glue is fully set, use your sandpaper to shape the handle. This is where you can add your personal touch and make the handle fit your hand perfectly. Remember, a comfortable grip can make a world of difference when you're using the saw. Use a coarse grit sandpaper to remove any excess material and shape the handle. Then, switch to a finer grit to smooth out the surface. Take your time with this step. It's all about getting the handle to feel just right. With the saw assembled, we're almost there. Now, we're ready to move on to the finishing touches. But that's a topic for our next scene. Until then, keep your creativity flowing and remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Our saw is assembled, but we still need to add the finishing touches. Now, it's time to make our tool not only functional, but also pleasing to the eye. Begin by applying a varnish or finish to the handle. This not only enhances the appearance of the wood, but also provides a layer of protection. Be sure to let the finish dry completely before moving on to the next step. Now, it's time for the moment of truth. Test your saw on a suitable material. If it cuts effectively, congratulations. If not, don't worry. It's common to make some final adjustments to the blade or handle. Perhaps the blade needs a little more sharpening, or maybe the handle could be sanded down for a more comfortable grip. Remember, perfection comes with practice and patience. Keep refining your technique, and soon you'll be creating tools with ease. And there you have it, your own homemade saw. Congratulations on completing your homemade saw. You've journeyed through the process of design, preparation, assembly, and finishing touches, and you've emerged with a tool you can truly call your own. Let's take a moment to recap. You started with a vision, and then you selected your materials, cut your blade, and shaped your handle. You then attached the blade to the handle, clamped it all together, and waited for the glue to set. Finally, you shaped the handle to fit your grip, finished it off with some varnish, and tested your saw to ensure its effectiveness. Remember, safety is paramount in any DIY project. Always wear appropriate protective gear and exercise caution when handling tools. But don't let caution stifle your creativity. Feel free to experiment with different designs, materials, and techniques. Remember, the beauty of DIY is in the freedom to create. So, go ahead, make your mark.